Take your seats.
Regardez ce que ces caméras de sécurité ont filmé.
Sit down, please. You know, you got to have faith in God. And, you know, whenever the enemy causes someone to be overtaken, we can put it on the devil. But we know that somewhere our faith got affected.
Number 15, Kelvin. Number 15, Kabumbu. Kelvin. Number 16, Kabumbu. Willard. Number 16, Wanza. Willard. Number 18, Wanza. Charles. Number 18, Kalumba. Charles Kalumba. And the coach for Zambia. Chisi Mundala Mbewe. Chisi Mundala Mbewe. The referee for this match. Seceren Yosete. Assistant referee number 1. Zamani Melane Swaziland. Zamani Melane Swaziland. Assistant referee number 2. Laki Botswana. Laki, fourth official. Botswana. Abongile, fourth official. South Africa. Abongile Tom, South Africa.
Today's action, Zambia really have not been doing well in this tournament. Really have not been doing well in both their games. And today is the third group both their games. And today is the tournament group matches. It is very interesting to tournament that and it is very interesting to note that Zambia. It's a side that is very interesting.
And looking at today's game, we know that Comoros are second on the lock. We know that Comoros are second on the lock, but Comoros have done their business. Bottom of the lock. What is Comoros have done their business.
Yeah.
What is expected today?
Zambia is still struggling. In this Cosafa, Zambia is still struggling. We all know that they are defending champions.
Yeah, looking at this. By the way, in my opinion, are also a struggling side. In my opinion, they shouldn't be started like a house of white. They started like a house of white. In a row, but they don't look like. Should have gone for 3 in a row.
Yeah, it was
but they don't look like.
They put struggling. Yeah, it was their game. They put struggling. Their mentality was. I think their mentality most of the games by using their physique to win because most of the games by using playing their wise they were not because last time playing wise they were
not good as last time, but it's a side
and
also
not good as last time, but
came here with promises. Also,
they look very stable.
Came here with promises,
but they look very stable.
They're not shaky,
clocking
it,
putting it in the back of the net.
Really,
they're clocking it, putting it in the
back
back
of the net.
If you look at them that way, in both games.
If you look at
really, they are so composed. Really, because they are so composed. They play good football because.
And playing good football is the side that we're talking about. That's the side that we're talking about. That's Zambia.
But also, I'm sure they have impressed Zimbabwe
a lot.
I'm sure they have
game that are watching a lot. The game that are watching they were playing there. The game that the top game they were playing there. The way that they very well. As I was saying, what they doing very well. As I was saying, which is the
Happy birthday to you.
even as we didn't, as I was saying, Zambia is going to be, even as we didn't, as number 4 Zambia is going to be in the group down there. But this is the tournament that we won Cosafa Cup. One surprise. This is the tournament that we won Cosafa Cup. One surprise really perform to win. Teams that they will
looking
really
at the
perform
game that will be happening at the same time.
Looking at the game
Before
that
we
will
even
be
talk
happening
about that
at the same time.
Before we even talk about that, this is the Comorre side at the same time with this. This is the Comorre running freely. They have players that are running freely.
Yeah, like really, they have nothing to lose. Like like really, also they have nothing to lose. Like also they have a guy that called Said in the previous game, which is I watched go in the previous game, which is I watched forward to score goals, which is that we were looking forward to score goals, which is that we were lacking.
And when we're talking about lacking, when we talk
don't
about
lack running.
lacking,
They
also
also
keep running all the
don't
time and
lack
believing
running.
in themselves. They just keep running all the time and believing in
And
themselves.
going forward. Yes, they just because it's a team like non-stop. They want to attack from the start. It's a team which they know that they want to attack from the start. Which they know that the tournament is like really get goals. You can't say that the tournament is draw will help us. You can't say that looking to win the maybe draw will help us.
And these are the Comoros guys that you were talking about. And these are the Comoros guys that you were talking about. They've got a group of youngsters that's warming up. They've got a group of youngsters for the future.
The coach
And
said they will
you
be
can see that
building
now
for the future.
they have a spring under their feet
now
because they've got
they have a spring under their
feet
feet
because they've got
too much energy,
a victory
too much
under their
energy.
belt.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
too much energy,
they are
too
a
much
side
energy.
that and
also,
then
when you look
they
at
are
them,
a side that
they
also when you look at them,
they don't have a pool
they
of
from a
people
small
to choose
island
from. They don't
because
have
of
a
the
pool
population.
people to
But
choose
it's
from.
not the number
because of the
that counts,
population,
it's
the
But
quality.
it's not
And
the
they seem to be
number
bringing
that
that.
counts, it's the
Yes, they
quality.
wanna
And they
show
seem to be
the world
bringing
that
that.
they have too
Then
much energy.
they are a
too much
side
energy.
that
And
also
then
when you look at them, they also when you look at them,
they don't have a
they
pool
from
That's
a
why I
small
don't
island.
choose playing like good football.
And
That's
also
why I don't
Zambia.
give anything away.
Zambia is a side,
and also
that
Zambia,
has
obviously,
Zambia is a side
that
that
has
news
obviously
obviously
fallen
but
by the certain
they
news
are
of
a
the
side
passing of
that
Shonga.
really
But
didn't come to the
they are a
party.
side that
Yeah,
really
as I
didn't
was
come
saying,
to the party.
this time Zambia was. Yeah, as I was saying, this time,
But
they are not a bad team there. But maybe, they are not a bad team. But won it before. Their mentality is going to be easy for us. Won it before. Now maybe things are going to be easy for us. But now they see it now that it's really tough for them. In this tournament, maybe they see it. Take it from the start. In this tournament, we take it from the start.
Today they play for pride. We all know that. But today they play for pride.
You
We
still
all
have
know
to
that.
have a plan of
But
how
still,
the approach
you
should
still
be.
have to have a plan.
What would
of
their
how
approach
should be, in your opinion?
What would their approach should be in
they
your
will,
opinion?
they will never want to go home. They will never want to go home like fight without a fight. This is gonna be a good game. This one that they will fight. It's gonna be a good game. This one that they don't want to lose against Comoros as well. They don't want to lose.
Don't want to lose
against
against
Comoros
Comoros as well, but
Well,
don't
also,
want to lose
Zambia
against Comoros
realized
as
that
well.
only
But
pride
also,
is to play for
Zambia
today.
realized
Sizwe,
that only
let's see
pride
what
is to
Zambia
play for
offers us
today.
today.
Sizwe, let's see what Zambia offers us today.
Group B of the 2024 Hollywood Best Cosafa Cup comes down to the 2024 Hollywood Best Cosafa Cup comes down to a true scramble for places by making the knockout stages for just the second time, up against the outgoing defending champion Zambia, who bring a winless defending champion Zambia into bring a last round of matches at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. At the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. The hoping it will be a good day for the Comorre. The hoping it will be a matches take place at keep in mind here to the matches Mandela Bay Stadium as well as the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium as well as the Isaac Wilson Stadium entertained up to this point. A group that is truly entertained up to this point.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Comorre. Please stand for the national anthem of Comorre. and gentlemen, the national anthem of Zambia. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Zambia.
Group B has certainly had many talking points here. Group B has certainly had many talking points here. One Zambia coming into this tournament, demanding your picture, hoping to make a bit of history by championships in a row in the way of the Hollywood Cosafa Cup. Championships in a row in the way of the Hollywood Cosafa Cup hasn't gone their way at all here. Zimbabwe starting the day top of the Comorre. Zimbabwe starting the day top of the Comorre. Zimbabwe in the second place today, as well as Kenya on the only side. Region 6, Zambia, the only side down at the bottom of the group. Up a point down at the bottom of the impressive. The Comoros and well, they will have impressive. The Comoros and well, they will have. The goalkeeper is also picked up between the assists. The top goalkeeper is also picked up tournament an assist. The top goalscorer scored in the tournament. Well, the 2 goals he scored, I should say, in the tournament. Well, the 2 goals he scored, I should say, in the tournament with number 19 on his back. He operating number 19 on his back. Just behind the creative support for the men in your picture from helping Georgia. So, as well as in your picture, also helping Georgia from as well as wide left and wide right. From the wide left and wide right. Match officials here in this encounter will have match officials here. You're set from this encounter will have he's assistant Zamani Smelani from leading as well as Zamani Smelani from Eswatini as well as the fourth official is Botswana and the fourth official is Amongine Tom from South Africa. And just to get it right, the second assistant. And just to get it right, the second assistant, like from Botswana. Like from Botswana. So the 2 captains here hoping to end the tournament on a high note as we have a look at the tournament on a high note. Shape-up changes now, including the goalkeeping department. Shape-up changes now, including the man who starts his first game of the tournament. Will they make the man who starts his first game of the tournament? They will have Chabana as well as Mwamba coming into they will have Chabana as well as Mwamba coming into shake things up in the Zambian side. That's picked up discipline being a bit of an issue for the Zambian side. That's picked up Austin cards in the last 2 matches. The attacking third of the field is a man that comes into on the left side. Third of the field out wide on the left side. Moment of silence observed in as we get ready to silence observed in as we get ready to again the Southerner underway. Then we also again the Southerner of Africa international. Of course, so much for Southern African football. International, not only so much for Southern African football, but not also for the international side, but passed away most recently. In club football, passed away most recently. All in the federation now. All in the federation now. The Zambians get this match underway. They will attack the Zambians. Get this match underway. They will attack the goal to the left of your picture. Attack the goal to the right of your picture. To attack the goal to the right of your picture. Looking to end the tournament on a high note. The Zambians end the tournament on a high note. Get into this match. The Zambians as they get into this match. Will be high on the list of firstly discipline. Will be high on the list of course of today's mentioned. And two right here during the course of today's mentioned last two matches. A bit earlier. Pull one back in the cards in the last two matches. Push forward on that far side. Zambia. The frontline players are far side, looking to get involved in frontline players already. Jimmy McGee to get alive on the far side. With Jimmy McGee keeping alive on the far side. Comoros have proven to be a strong side here. Have defended well the ticket numbers here. Behind the ball here in these early stages. Numbers behind the ball here in these early stages. Now. Comoros looking to launch their first attack, but there's a counter. Lovely work here on the near side now. But there's a counter. Lovely work here on the near side now. The cutback is good. Wise to the intention. Defensively, the Comoros were wise to the intention. And they're looking to play it out from the back. And they're looking to play it out from the back. Driving run straight down the middle then. Driving run straight down the middle then. The Comoros here. As we get off to look say as we get on to street both to look say nice and try to get onto the front foot and make things happen. Going forward to get onto the front foot and make things happen. Going forward. Work here on this near side by work here on this near side by Kasim. Couldn't find their teammate thanks to a superb find their teammate thanks to a superb defensive play then by Shabal, I believe it was. Bit of a defensive play then by Shabal, I believe it was. So for Comoros here, hoping to win this match here, hoping to win this match and hoping in the counter. Zimbabwe's calculators come out and they counter who, which means calculators come out and determining who is that advances through to the knockout stages. Did make it out the knockout stages back in 2019. Did make it out the knockout stages back in 2019. The only time the Comoros went beyond the only time went beyond the crusade on this near side. Chilongo Shik on this near side. Chilongo Shik looking to push up the field, operating as the wide left defender, of course, on the field, overlap. As the wide left defender, of course, on the overlap. Some way offside at the end of it all. It's a good call. Some way offside at the end of it all. It's a good call. Has played just one match in the past. Has played in this Cosafa Cup. Just one match in the past. In this 90 minutes. This is the second appearance of the competition. This is the second appearance of the competition. Have just faced each other on one occasion in the past. Have just faced each other on one occasion in the past. These two nations in the Hollywood Cosafa Cup, winning Zambia with the 2-1 scoreline. With the 2-1 scoreline. Comoros looking to set that right here today. Ball in towards the near post. They right here today. To have the corner. Ball in towards the near post. In the end, hoping to have the corner from the referee from Seychelles. In the end, the call in favor of the referee from Seychelles is in favor of the Zambians. Zambia looking to build from the back. It's interesting when you to build from the back into their history. When you look through their history, 2021 they went as far as the first round only. 2021 they went as far as the first round only. Back, they've always been thereabouts in. They've always been thereabouts in winners or the tournament semi-finalists, quarterfinalists. 2021 when things go to their waist. In 2021 when things go to their wave stages here. And they 2024 the group stages here in 2024. there against the Comoros in 2023. That was of course last year out in Durban with a 2-1 win. Was of course last year out in Durban with a 2-1 win for the Zambians. Kangwanda were the scorers, and Kangwanda were the scorers. Now, looking to build from the back. Looking to build from the back in the middle of the park, then race foot against the Zambians. Dangerous play against the Zambians. Dangerous play. Zambia is the man that's called for the foul here. And the man that's called for the foul here. I get the better of Niamudin. I get the better of Niamudin. Is Amir. Comorre now sending some men inside that box here. Hoping Comorre now sending some men inside that box here. Over this encounter, they get the header. Chance. Over this encounter, they get the header. Towards that far post and power. As it moved in towards that far post and comfortably it was for Victor Chabuchu Gather. Winning that header. And contesting well, winning that header in the air, and contesting well in the air. The danger man to keep an eye out on for the Zambians, of course. Keep an eye out on for the Zambians, of course. Weighing the 2 goals he's scored in this match. 2 goals he's scored in this match. Legal challenge then by Zamir. On this near side, then by Zamir. On this near side, there's a teammate of his that is struggling with this Hassani. There's a teammate of his that is struggling with this Hassani. Stacking does Hassani. He usually gets stacking to Hassani. The midfield battle. It has already picked up a yellow card. Midfield battle so far. And has already picked up a yellow card. Just 1 yellow card so far. In the last match of this tournament, they went on to win quite impressively. The last match, which they went on to win quite impressively against the guest side Kenya. Against the guest side Kenya. Really did shake things up in this group, and maybe gave us an indication of how things would turn out in this group with that win over Zambia. Things would turn out in this group with that win over Zambia. Now, from the mountain that far side, the delicious natty big challenge, and talking to, it seems for the time being here, for Matthews Banda. Stomping on the opponent's toe then as Matthews Banda. His victim will be able to continue with the game here. To being Udefar. Keep in mind, for the Zimbabweans out in their group or out in their match against Kenya, all they need is a draw. They're down 7 points and out in the clear. So a draw good enough for Zimbabwe in that encounter.
You're talking about the draw. In fact, the only way to achieve that draw is to aim for a win, aim for the sky and fall on the roofs. So they don't have to say we need a draw, we need a draw. They just have to work hard. They could even have to fight for the last minute
intimately
winner.
aware of the benchmark they themselves have set in bars.
The way they've gone about business suggests there will be a side going out to maintain their winning run, keeping the momentum, of course, going into the knockout stages.
But Zimbabwe always seem to be in control. When it comes to Cosafa Cups,
he runs the header.
Ben Hulu
And Shabala is the man that's come off second worst in the coming together between the two men.
It's all about
getting back up onto his feet
for the Kenyans.
Okay now. Ball at his feet as Zambia.
If they wish to
play it out from the
Zimbabwe,
back.
let alone score the first goal against the Zimbabweans at this year's Cosafa Cup. Here's Omondi.
Chilongo,
The midfield
it
so
is with
far
the early
seems
ball
to be
forward
a tad
comfortable
disjointed for the men in
Anzimati
green.
between the sticks.
From
Hasn't
Kitsao.
been troubled yet by this Zambian side. If you are just joining us, in fact,
switch
neither one
is
of
on.
these goalkeepers has had much to worry
Here's
about.
Jala for Kenya. Then Atieno scored that simple tap in against Zambia the other night after a really good run into the box. There's
Zambia
Kitsao. He loses out to Moshore. Jalai.
Struck it about in the middle of the park
Good
here.
intricate passing from the Zimbabweans.
And the efforts to open up the defense of Comoros. And they keep their structure well here. Now, so difficult to play through for the Zambians in the early stages. Matthews Banda, was with the hopeful ball forward, going after the goal kick in favour of Comoros.
Here's Hati Vangoni, confronted by Kitseo. Murua.
Well, Zambia have amassed the previous record of a longest losing run,
Here's the
which
distributor
was
for Pete for
2
Zimbabwe.
games back in 2021. Comoros now driving forward in this near side. Too much of the ball shown by Kasim, who's lost out.
Kind of bag. That being Zimbabwe, they can go short, they can go long. They do have runners in behind, and
there's a ball that could be dangerous here for the Zambians. Well met on the near side, but in the end got under. The first time shot at Kasim, well high off the mark. Then good early ball played in towards that far post.
And one thing that is very key, Sizo, is the defense. Did they just get caught napping or not? Not really, because that was good pressure. Because then when you put pressure, then you don't give them that free shot at goal.
Target was Mapua.
Come on, so look at that half opportunity, if you will, as the best chance in the game and something to try and build upon. As Zambia win a set piece right on the halfway line here. Again, the foul coming just in front of Kieran Yosset, the referee from Seychelles. Andrew Peary is the man that's bundled over here.
Now that press has forced a major mistake from Wanjala.
Fouled by Naimudin.
He's placed his goalkeeper under tremendous amounts of pressure.
As well as Hassani.
Good pressing
the declining positions in the midfield for the Comoros here.
Good recovery.
Interesting you mentioned those two, Sizwe, and I came to this game looking forward to the likes of Tarek, Kasim, Afani, the guys that played well in the past and can continue playing well in this tournament. But I'm also looking at Banda on the Zambian side, Mukeya and Pili. These are the guys that can turn on the screen.
On the counter-attack.
Well, Comoros looking for their first ever win over the Zambians here.
He picks out one. That being Kitseo.
Structured very well here defensively.
And he just couldn't get past the Zimbabwean captain.
Line just outside of your picture, they keep it well, they communicate well here, not allowing too much space between the alliance to play through, which has been the challenge so far for the Zambians in their efforts to try and push forward.
So that should be a gripping battle for the remainder. Here's Ben Hura, haven't seen too much of him so far.
Matthews Banda.
Mureremba.
To Matthews Chabala. Actually a couple of Matthews in that back four. There's Matthews Banda and Matthews Chabala.
Goal kick.
Also two Owens, if I'm not mistaken. And there's Zambia starting 11. Owen Mwamba, as well as Owen Temple. Now, Zambia looking for a bit of joy in and around that final third. Early ball in is way too close
in Group A or stuck on 2 points. Just quite a rare sight. And as for Group C, after the first round of matches,
not too bad,
nations in that group.
Well, the shot coming in there. And the save from Victor Shabu, who was protected at near post.
Separated and clearer.
That was sharp from Afani.
Features Kenya and Zimbabwe.
Out of nowhere, he produced what could have been a stunning goal, then the keeper not been positioned well.
Not only positioned well, but he stood his ground there, strong hands.
Earned a free kick in quite a promising position on the field.
Look at this root-one stuff from the goalkeeper straight to the Risonia for Afani.
These bouncing balls are a bit of a handful there, and this is the man we are talking about, Afani. He excited me from the game one because he's more like a hit man. Doesn't he remind you of
skill set that he does possess? That one there is just too close to a more.
He's the man that just goes there and shoots. And interesting what he said yesterday.
Rather rapidly, Onyango is making a really good run.
Just have to be here and shoot. Don't even mind him breaking a leg.
Well, both of them have got 2 goals in this tournament. Afani and Tepu getting in the brace yesterday, of course, in what was an exciting day in rounding up the second round of matches in Group C. Now the shots wide of the mark, just wide of the mark then from the Comorres. They're making the better running, having the better moments inside the opening 15, and it's Hassani who was trying his luck here.
He took it very well with that slight volley. He knew what he wanted to do. He wanted it in the ground, literally in the ground, and the keeper didn't know what to do. He wasn't going to save that.
Space to turn here. Good movements as Georgia was looking to a flow to Afani once again. Yet to see Zambia cause any real menace on the other side of the field. Here they are trying to put it together. Just outside that final third on the front foot. Chilongosh. Fouled in. Kasim, the guilty party here against Zakaria Chilongoshi. Landed on him as he went down. Then wasn't the initial shot that was the problem. It was the landing, I think, on the right knee that may have caused the pain and discomfort for Chilongoshi.
He's on his feet again, but the scream.
Yeah.
I thought he broke his leg.
Feared he did.
It's just the body weight that put pressure on him.
So, Zambia still in search of their first goal over the 2024 Hollywood Bets Cosafa Cup. Nicely done. Comfortably done then by Anzimati again. Zambia will look for better quality in the balls they send into the box from the final third. Now, middle of the park here. Namudin losing out as Zambia quick to pick it up and try and push going forward. Like so, Malambia having to really battle in the middle of the park here in an effort to keep it rolling for the men in white. So keep in mind we will have both Group A and Group B action here at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium, as well as the Isaac Wolfson Stadium.
You're talking about Isaac Wolfson Stadium where Kenya is taking on Zimbabwe.
Yep.
No goals there, just like here where we are.
Kenya on 3 points, third in the group behind Comoros. Zimbabwe, just to remind you, top of the group on 6 points. 100% record for the Zimbabweans. 3 goals in 2 matches, haven't conceded as yet. Kenya with that win over Zambia. Comoros looking to round up what will be a forgettable showing for the Zambians if they go on to lose once again here. Now that's a dangerous looking challenge from Afane. Looking to defend right from the front is the striker who's began to cause problems in creating chances here. Got the best save of the match so far out of Victor Chabu. Few fans now arriving on that far side, few Zambian fans. Better a little late than never.
They got the message late. Don't blame them. 1 flag, and they will be here in numbers if they in the second half.
Now, set piece here to Zambia. In open play, they have struggled somewhat to trying to find penetration. Again, having to work extremely hard is Owen Tembo, and just keeping it moving for the Zambians in the middle of the park. How tough the battle is here for the Zambians against the likes of Naimuddin, Hafsane, and Mude Far. Anzimati organizing a 3-man wall. Distance may be testing here. Well He's done his job. Now, Comoros will look for a quick counter-attack here. As Joja looks to the far side, didn't find the accuracy of the pass he was looking for, so Zambia able to play it all the way back to Chabo.
That to me was a wasted set piece. I'll tell you why. Because of the distance, that's when you just jump the ball like the first man did. But you chip it, and the first man keeps running, and he becomes the recipient as everyone is playing offside. And you chip it between him and the keeper. So they can't run with him because he comes from deep and he'll never be offside. Just that creativity. Simple, doesn't it sound?
It sounds simple. Takes a lot of work on the practice ground, however, but you have to work to the different ways of breaking down an opponent, and also the surprise element, which is what you speak of. I remember the first time I saw a free kick of that nature where the creativity caught the opponents completely off guard back in the World Cup 1994. I think it was Thomas Brolin. I don't know if you remember the name, from Switzerland, was it?
Remember the name, can't remember the country though. But don't go that far. Use the one that you remember here. Right here at home, Sundowns.
Yes.
Oh, what a set piece. They tried it twice. It worked out on both occasions.
Sweden, in fact, it was.
So it is possible that you just come with a bit of creativity. Surprise everybody, including us.
So, 21 minutes gone by here. If you are just joining us, Zambia yet to find the penetration they're looking for. They've had problems, 1 or 2 in defense here, with the men in green creating 2 good chances. One that went just wide for Hassani on the edge of the box. Good save put out of Victor Chabu, was positioned well to deny Afane what would have been his 3rd goal of the tournament. Early movements out in the attacking areas, hoping for the early ball forward. In the end, it's Lamudin in the middle of the park here for the Comoros. That's a late challenge. Sent the opponent flying through the air then. As a yellow card is shown near the first of the match to Matthews Vanda. With a field was the man sent flying. Approaching the midway point of the first half, it's Chabu once again to pick up here. So, if you aren't quite aware of the action and how it will go down today, we focus firstly on Group B matches today in rounding up the group. As you know, Comoros up against Zambia right now at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium, as we are watching them. But at the same time, at the Isaac Wilson Stadium, Kenya take on Zimbabwe. High-flying Zimbabwe. Later on in the day, we'll focus on Group A, and that'll be for a 3 o'clock kickoff. Mozambique taking on Botswana at the Isaac Wilson Stadium, and South Africa taking on Eswatini right here at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. That's an interesting scenario in that group, with every side on 2 points. No one has picked up a win as yet. No one has lost as yet in that group. Every match thus far has ended in a draw.
Interesting in Group A there, because everyone is on 2 points.
Yeah.
2 games, 2 points.
Yeah.
All equal. So today is the day to break the deadlock.
2 games, 2 points, 2 goals scored through the entire group so far. Now, It's the Seychelles here with the Fane. Could have taken a shot then with his left foot. Zambians did well at getting numbers to the top of the box to block the efforts, which could have forced him to change his mind.
We're still on twos.
Well,
any other
if you want to stress the point, 2 goals conceded throughout the group as well.
So for all 4 teams are too good.
Yeah. Now, Zambia driving forward into that final third. Well, it's set up for the shot then again. Comorre is getting good numbers behind the ball then. Hassani, it was with the block. Again, holding a high defensive line are the Comoros. Zambia looking for Troy on this near side. Chilongoshi. On the overlap is Chilongoshi, was hoping for the 1-2. The Zambians will take the set piece that's been awarded them here. Needs to be careful. Kasim, in his protest here against the referee, felt he was the man fouled in rather than committing the foul. May have felt he got to the ball first, which could very well be the case.
And he nicked the ball, not the man. It's just that the man was just trying to stand on his way.
Can understand why he felt hard done by then Kasim, who forms part of a wall here with Zamir. Midway point of the half. Maybe still in search of that first goal of the tournament. Ball in. Well, they get the chance on the far post. Lacking in power. The header towards Anzimati. Quick with that distribution, knowing Afani is more than happy to apply pressure and try and force the error out of those back in defensive areas on the edge of the opposition final third. Yep, able to pick it up and, well, get it started once again here from the back. Mwamba, Owen Mwamba that is. Plays his club football for Mufulira Wanderers in Zambia. Only played 44 minutes of action in the Hollywood Best Cosafa Cup here in 2024, ahead of the start here today. This is his first start of the tournament.
That Mufulira Wanderers was one time one of the best teams in Zambia. I remember them well when one was down there in Zambia and thought, this is a side that can give you a run for your money. Remember the Champions League?
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad side. Sad that you always refer to an existing team as one time. One time super side. Is there any team that you can think of?
Oh, there's quite a few across the world, not just here in Southern Africa. But in an effort to spare some people's feelings, I will choose not to mention those teams to one-time greats. Out of respect.
You're talking about greats as the ball is just been knocked around the middle of the park. How would you sort of categorize Kaiserslautern, the team that gained promotion in the Bundesliga, and then in the first season they went on to win the league, and then got relegated the following season? One-time wonder, flash in the pan.
It's one of those miracle type stories, and with a bittersweet type ending. Now Mwamba is going to go into the referee's book here confirmation of the card. Good hard running once again here by Kasim, taking on Mwamba, forcing him into the mistake.
Kasim has really been involved from the opening minutes of this game. Either he's been fouled or fouling, tackled, screaming to the referee. He's really been a busy man, the number 8.
Shontan D. Did he play for Kaiserslautern up in Germany back in the day, back in the 90s? Came close to playing for South Africa, and when called upon to represent South Africa, chose Germany in the end. Long time ago, back in the 90s, I believe. Now, that's a super set piece there, and he has a chance again. 2 good saves by Chabu, one after the other. And, well, it's still Comorre's creating all the good moments here after half an hour's play. So close to finding that opener.
That was a beautiful, in fact, double save by the keeper Aziman and Azimati. And the third one was a good block. Timeless indeed.
Zambia making heavy work of getting this clear. They're having to earn every inch out there. They've lost it again in a dangerous area. Blocks was the shot from Joja. Here he is again. Hoping to have won the throw, and it'll go the Zambian way here. So, Victor Shabu, the change in the goalkeeping department here, coming good for the Zambians in keeping them in the game, keeping them from finding themselves trailing in this match. Of course, having replaced Charles Kalumba. As we look at the foul here, Kalumba, the man who was the goalkeeper in the first 2 matches, did go on to concede 4 goals. So here is Victor Shabu, the Changa Rangers man, with some superb goalkeeping.
That's now his second and third back-to-back, and from that first the save coming from Afani.
Header for the Zambians. Well, one does get the feeling dead ball situations may be the way forward here in the way of a breakthrough for the Zambians. Andrew Peary getting on to the end of this. He's had precious little service outside of this so far here in this first half. Now pressure again from Afani. They have to get it right, that combination in the heart of that defense. One of them already on the yellow card. Owen Mwamba. Keep in mind they are without killing Kanguluma. Then also Chitoshi Chinga, a man who picked up an injury in the last game. They have had to do without him as well. That was the preferred pairing in the heart of defense, that being for the Zambians. Foul then. Unintentionally, he was keeping his eye on the ball as he pulled Karim over. He's also been one of the players that's been impressive for the Comoros, the man wearing the number 5 jersey so far in this tournament. He's marshaled that defense well. As we look back at the double save here, also there were question marks as to all the Zambian players that just didn't react quickly enough to the danger after the initial save, Marks.
Yeah, in fact, the first save was brilliant. The second, I believe that he should have just parried it to the side, because the way he landed in front of his teammates and opponents, anything could have happened. So you need to always remember to push it sideways.
Zambia thought about taking the set piece quickly, but that would have been a long distance from where the foul happened. Surely would have been brought back. Thought better of it quite wisely. That, of course, is Matthew Spandau on the far side. Space on the far side. Now Zambia looking for their best play in open play so far here as they get to the byline and get themselves a corner. More like it in trying to cause discomfort to that Comorre's defense. True pace coming to the fore now. Again, it's Karim doing the defending, conceding the corner. Good goalkeeping.
That's picking cherries, nice and easy. I don't recall any dramatic save by Azimati in the first half.
Nope.
He hasn't been tested by this Zambians.
Nope. 10 minutes to go until the end of the first half. Oh, what a challenge. What a challenge. Challenge of the match so far by Niamuddin.
That's the moment where you realize that Mukenya should have just thought, play to the whistle, because he just raised his hand and the referee gave play on.
Driving run here for the Zambians. Thought there was a hand on the shoulder through that run. In the end, it's a set piece in a very good area. And well mentioned in the early stages how hard Hassani works alongside Niamuddin. There's a challenge again. Did it go out of play? I think he was appealing for the ball having gone out of play then.
You've got to know the rule. The whole of the ball didn't go out of play, so he just retrieved it beautifully and kept on attacking.
Is this the moment when Zambia celebrate for the first time in this tournament? Options. Could go direct. Could look for a teammate. Could be an in or out swinger. No. Options. In swing it is. Going direct. Comfortable for Anzimati. Position right, but well finely tested with that shot coming in then from Austin Mowo. Mowo with that strike. A man who plays for Power Dynamos. Second appearance of this tournament. He has just played 39 minutes coming into this final group match. And the pressure, but still able to keep it moving in the middle of the park here, the Zambians. Matthews Banda. And pressure coming in from the likes of Alsani then. So difficult to play through this Comorre's midfield. They work extremely hard to the combination of Budafir, Niamuddin and Alsani. Karim pulled out wide to that far side. His presence enough to force the goal kick. And followed Andrew Piri the entire way. Nicely worked down the line by the Zambians to try and get some joy on that left side. Dangerous play with the raised foot.
It wasn't bad at all. It's just one of those routines, you know, to say when you raise your foot, he just hit the ball against his face.
Well, he's saying he got to the ball first. Yes, he did, Owen Tembo. Problem is the foot was raised to a dangerous height in order to do so.
The worst one is the bicycle kick one, Caesar, where your eyes are focused on the ball and you clean the opposition's face. Not the nose, the whole face. You put a lot of power there and you're just hoping for this thing to kiss the back of the net.
Always find defenders that lunge in and try and win the header when you can see the opponent going for the overhead kick, extremely brave. You know you'll get the call most likely, but still you have to be a brave man to decide to put your head there.
It's always said that if you want to achieve anything in this game, you've got to put your head where it hurts.
Yep. Good movements, nice ball as well, and again nicely washed in the art of defense. 0-0 between Kenya and Zimbabwe, with 40 minutes gone by in that match. 40 gone by here. Very responsible defensively so far in this match. Comoros, they've created the better chances. Zambia still looking to create the best chance in this match. Have to come up with a win, Comoros. They have the motivation in that regard. Zambia is playing for pride here. Well, they lost to Zimbabwe in that last match. It was pretty much curtains for the Zambians, knowing that top spot in the group was lost to them. Five minutes now remaining in the half. Zambia beginning to knock on that final third door on a few good occasions now in the last 5 to 10. Doing a much better job of holding on to it deep in the opposition half of the field. They are beginning to find their rhythm. Nicely done in the middle of the park then, and finding Matthews Banda on the far side before getting into the box. So he was encouraged to send in that early ball. Good goalkeeping once again. He's been excellent at dealing with anything flying into that box. Anzimati. Distribution isn't bad either. It's always put those back in defensive areas under pressure as he tries to pick out Afane. Joja now. Well, Afane looking to get a toe in then, just in front of Victor Shabu, who smothered it and got there first, quite importantly. So close for the poacher. And down here in the Zambian box, Kellen Nusset of the Seychelles, the best referee, along with one or two others, slightly concerned to the state of Chapa, the captain. Well, it was he that came up with the block then. Immediately you could tell something was wrong after he had the block. Plays for Napster Stars. This is his second start. Didn't play in the first game. And didn't wear the captain's armband in the first game, but for the captain being sent off in that encounter right here at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium in the loss to Kenya. And started the second game, played a full 90 minutes there, and here he is starting yet another game for the Zambians with the armband in tow. Zambia did have Kapumbu start the tournament as the captain. He was the victim of 2 yellow cards. The Zesco United man, and was then sent off. Told you it is applying pressure here, making life tough for Owen Mwamba. 1 of 2 in that back four. That's on the yellow card. Matthews Banda is the other. One mission for the Zambians would be to finish this match with a full 11 on the field, something they are yet to do at the 2024 Hollywood Bets Cosafa Cup. Three minutes added on to the end of the first half. For Comoros, as things stand, it's not enough. If they are to somehow sneak into the knockout stages, finding with some nice touches, finding Joja, got the overlapping run on that far side. It's well spotted with the ball across in from Niamudin. That's sort of half so far for Andrew Peary. Frustrating. Now, man down here as the game continues. And the Zambians are going to play on here. They have a shot from range then, and again, Nzimati is positioned well. Gets his body behind it nicely. Comfortable was the save. Now his teammate can be cared for. Well, he took a elbow to the forehead then, did Haslani. That will hurt. So one or two of his teammates won't be happy with the lack of a call then, in what they'll perceive to be a lack of protection from the referee. I think that's the point Nzimati is trying to make to the referee. In the end, he's had to check himself before talking himself into trouble. There's a Zambian flag that still has faith. And at the very least, a good ending to the tournament. A few more have rocked up during the course of this first half. It's been fun for them, those that have come to the stadium on more than one occasion. Of course, the youngsters here, with the schools being closed, not only here at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium, but at the Isaac Wolfson Stadium, Basakele. Aslani, it looked as though was the man who committed the foul. In the end, it goes against the Zambians to their surprise. Watch Aslani in the number 6. He lashes out and decision goes against Frederick Munambia. So, end of the first half here for Comoros, hoping for a way into the knockout stages. It's a halfway. They played the better football, had the better chances. For Zambia, they finished strong late in the half here, whilst Comoros had the good start, did bring a good few saves out of Victor Shabu, who denied the likes of Afane as well as Kasim. Well, it looks some very good chances then. Asrani with a shot that just narrowly went wide of the mark, but it's the men in green that have had the better first half here. It's Comoros 0, Zambia 0 at halftime. Now, for Comoros, you'll see the numbers slightly in their favor here. When you see shots on target, you'll see 3 from Zambia, but the better chances most definitely going the way of the Comoros. 2 yellow cards to 2 of the Zambian defenders here. Zambia with more of the ball, but not enough in areas that could hurt the Comoros and be areas of concern for the Comoros. For Zambia, it was the last, but 10 or so minutes when things started to come together for them in the opposition half of the field, and they also started to spend some time in and around that final third. Comorre, maybe they're happier of the two sides here, with the penetration there, with the good saves out of the Zambian keeper, Victor Chabu.
Elrio, we back at the Nelson Mandela Stadium, and your team is still here, the TSG. Tell us more about what TSG does and what it means.
TSG obviously is an abbreviation for the Technical Study Group. What it mostly entails is we collect the data of the team, look at the formations, look at the trends teams are playing, formations they are playing, obviously how many shots on target they have, and just the style of play. And obviously most importantly the statistics. That's what we as a TSG, and also we have an influence in the play of the match.
Not only that, just putting myself in the shoes of the viewer, very interested in what you're doing. How do I come about to be part of you? What should I be doing?
Yeah, obviously to be part of the TSG.
A youngster who wants to do what you are doing in the future.
Obviously it entails a bit of coaching. I think for myself, being part of the group, it gives me a different perspective on the coaching side. Obviously the analysis we're doing, and that helps me to empower me in preparing for games, to see what's happening in the modern football, you know, what trends and systems teams are playing. So I think it is more focusing on the coaching side also.
You touched earlier on the trends and all that, but do you also get to as far as the diet and the rest periods, recovery periods?
Obviously, we had a conversation about it, because also, like we can see, the tournament is a bit strenuous. The first game there was 2 days recovery. We also look at that, and now with the third game in the group, every team have 1 day recovery, and we could see even it was visible in the match. Some of the guys, especially the number 21 of Zambia, was stretching his hamstring. So you can see it's very important on how the teams prepare, how they rest, how they recover. You know, to play in tournaments like this, that's very demanding.
On the question of judging the player of the match, or man of the match as is popularly known, do you also take into consideration the fact that the guys got the lungs given the short period of rest?
Yeah, obviously, but we're mostly focusing on the influential players on the day. I think as a footballer, you must know what demands there is in football, and you have to show up. So what we basically look is in how the player contribute to his team, defensive, offensive, how influential he is, and then that is where we base our decision on.
Thank you very much. Pleasure talking to you, and we'll catch up throughout the tournament.
Thank you, Max.
Thank you. That is Alrio van Heerden, and he is the man that is with the TSG team, and that's the team that is looking at all the aspects as he has explained. But I'm moving on to another move, talking about the first half, and that is the first half where we saw Comoros against Zambia, and I'm joined by Andy Lembenyani, and he's the man that will share with us how he saw the first half. Andile, a first half that is very interesting in my eyes. One-sided. Zambia is not coming to the party as I have seen them to be doing over the times.
Yeah, because it looks like Zambia is sitting more. They want to play more at the back, which is they want to start the game at the back. Still struggling to come into the center of Comoros. Comoros, they're forcing them to play more wide, which doesn't show that they're more hungry to get goals. Even if they are short on targets, it's like they only got the free kick, which is the keeper that saves.
And you're talking about them not being more hungry. They haven't really threatened the keeper.
Yeah, as I was saying, like they don't taking any shots. They just playing more on their half.
And just Comoros itself, they've been attacking, and that's when we saw Afani here just taking a strike at goals. This is one of those mid volleys and forcing a save out of Chuba.
A good save from the goalkeeper. As I was saying earlier before, Afani, he's the main guy for Comoros. He's the one that who's scoring goals for them.
And also, what I've picked up is that the defenders of Zambia are always caught chasing the action, and that's when putting pressure on Chabu, their goalkeeper, making that save, but shielding it well, knowing what to do.
Yeah.
He is just one of those strikers that knows or smells the goals.
Yeah, a good striker. He's not all over the place. He knows where he must be, looking to get more goals in this game as well.
Do you think that the lackluster performance that we're getting from Zambia is because they really realize that they're not in it anymore? Or not really? They're not giving us that.
It feels like they're feeling maybe they're out of the tournament. They just like playing.
Yeah, and also by saying that they're not doing anything, they also under siege again. I mean, this is when Comoros are attacking them, and a moment where you realize that Zambia are just not in it, and always putting the pressure on the keeper. But how's that for a save? And in fact, for a shot that was played on the side. Nice volley there.
Nice volley. That is why I'm saying it's like it's Comoros who need more points more than the team that it's on number 4 on the group. The way that they play in Comoros, they wanna secure their spot that they're going through into the groups.
And Chabu had to make a double save because the defenders also were just in 6s and 7s, and that's where the pressure is. That is the goalkeeper. Let's look at that double save, the incident first that led to the free kick, and then came Comoros trying to say, let's stamp our authority. Kasim there brought down all the time. That's the save from the shot.
Good save from their goalkeeper. Really, their goalkeeper is helping them today, which shows that Comoros, they want to score goals. Another save from him.
Double save and good intervention on the third attempt, and it just shows you that Zambia are not in this game.
As you can see, they're really not in this game. As I was saying before, like they more want to play more at the back, not going forward.
What do you think Zambia should do now?
Yeah, for them now, because it's going to be the second half, I think more that they're going to do, they're going to want to go and get some goals, which is that it will also open them up at the back. They have to try and get more shots, not just keeping the ball, because they don't show that they are more hungry to score goals in this game.
I think the only thing the coach should think of is just put in fresh legs and just give everybody a run, because the tournament is all over for them.
I also think so. Everyone must get a chance now to play, you know.
And now, if you look at the other reasons why this group is so tight, you now see these sloppy attempts by Zambia. I mean, straight into the goal, the hands of the keeper. They also had a free kick that really was very, very harmless. So the Asmati is just having a good time in the goals there.
A well taken shot by the number 12, which is the goalkeeper of Comoros, a big guy. He's just having his confidence.
Yeah, confident indeed. And one thing that we also don't have to forget is the Zimbabwe-Kenya game. Still goalless out there at Isaac Wilson Stadium. So it means they're comfortable. That's when Zimbabwe is top of the group and smiling for now.
Yeah, they're really comfortable because, as we were saying, Comoros, that's where they need to push more also in this game to get some goals, because they must not worry maybe for the other game. As Zimbabwe, they're on top. They know that they're already you're already there. We know
leading the group.
Yeah, they're leading the group. Today they're just playing maybe to win or to play a draw. They know they are already there.
Know about the game, and very important indeed. We are all waiting to hear what is happening in the Zimbabwe-Kenya game in the second half, and what will happen in our game right here in the second half. Is Comoros up against Zambia?
No, the scoreline here between Comoros and Zambia. Keeping in mind here, the Comoros are hoping to pick up the 3 points to either qualify as top of the group or the best placed second side out of the 3 groups here. Still so much to play for the Comoros. For the defending champion Zambia, well, this is their last showing, the last 45 minutes of the tournament coming up now, and they once again, well, I feel they were slightly outplayed in that first half. In fact, outplayed in that first half, I should say, in all fairness, to Comoros, who created the better chances. It was some good saves from Victor Chabu to keep the Zambians in it. And well, a few of the supporters that have come out on the far side in the sun, awaiting a bit of action here. There will be another game later on with South Africa, of course, in action, and hoping the South Africans will win later on the home support. So, for Comoros, who are the first side out and ready to get the second half underway, certainly just start this game like a side that had something to play for. Zambia is a little slow this year's tournament, whilst Comoros look for only the second time pairing in the way of the Comoros this day that will get the second half underway. They will attack the goal to the left of your picture. So, can Comoros come up with the carrying a set from the Seychelles, the Manchester Happy birthday to you. very good half. Antimati in the first half, organising defensively. Okay, there's just a two-man more he wants out on that far side. Danger will be in the central areas, one would feel here with Zambia. Having the big men push forwards. In swing it will be, going directed goal. Matthews Banda amongst the two Zambian players on the yellow card at the start of this second half. Keep in mind, no changes as yet in this game as we look back at Banda's efforts. Now the turn of the Comorre to have a set piece. Owen Tembo battling here in the air against Fane. Well, there's some distance from goal here, but the way it's been placed by Haslani suggests he may very well be fancying his chances of getting the better of Victor Chabu. Aslani, that was going for goal. The pass to this near side to try and stretch that Zambian defense. Ball in is nicely dealt with. As Zambia now look to capitalize on a possible counter-attack. Nicely done by Comoros and getting men back into defensive areas there. They themselves were looking for a quick transition. And for the foul on Zamir. Did a good job, Zamir, keeping tabs on Austin Muwowo. Earlier on, no worries then from the Zambians as they will tip the job in denying Haslani. Foul then, hands all over Karim from Andrew Piri. Didn't have much to work with in the way of service in that first half. Looking for a bit of improvisation here against Karim, who still would have come out tops even without the whistle going. Now, they're losing in the dangerous area. Fortunately for them, Comoros couldn't quite take advantage. Kasim hoping to have a strike, directed goal, then that was well blocked. Comoros now with Joja having the overlapping run on the near side from Tarek. It's Joja again. Omar. Zamir. Good pull down the line, good take as well. As the Comoros tries the might, can't get a quality ball into the box. First play wasn't bad at all. Then in the ball looking for the movement of Naimuddin. Five minutes gone by in the start of the second half. It's a foul here for the Zambians. Zakaria Chinongoshi, the man fouls. Zamir keeping a very close eye on him, the man who's committed the foul here. Well, foul against the Zambians again, to their frustration here on this near side.
Not only frustration, Caesar, but desperation. He didn't know where to be, Piri, on the side of the ball. I mean, as a striker, he should be shielding the defender. But he's in the back, he's in the front, just need the ball. And in the process, he fouls it.
Now, thought that should be a foul for a dangerous challenge. Certainly does get stuck in. Aslani mentioned he picked up a yellow card in the last game. No player from the Comoros has picked up a card as yet in this encounter. Well, the ball is lacking in quality, really, and it doesn't give the men towards the far post any chance whatsoever of getting onto the end of it, including a foul into that box. So Comoros looking to get the ball rolling, did so a little too quickly for the referee's liking.
This, to me, would be the worst performance by the Zambians so far. Even a free kick, they can't give the ball a loft. Straight to the opponent, and also a foul in the process. So either way, that free kick was not going to work.
Happy birthday to you. Happy
will make things interesting. I'll tell you how Comorre will come up with the win. We are accommodated by the Eagles side. Will have finished on Zimbabwe on 6 points. It's Kenya on 6 points. Comorre's win here. They're on 6 points themselves.
So what is very interesting now is that Kenya are the ones that have put pressure on the group itself, and they're maybe making themselves or giving themselves a chance, because they were sitting on 3 points. Now they could be sitting on 6 easily. So Zimbabwe and Kenya will be on 6.
As things stand, keep in mind it can still change if Zimbabwe are going to score, but this group has certainly kept us guessing as to which way the results will swing. Goal kick for the Comoros, or rather corner kick I should say, for the Comoros. Last touch of Chapa. Interesting enough, only 3 inside the box for the time being for the Comoros with this corner. In fact, they keep 3 inside the box with 2 lurking outside of it. Not much of a contest for the Zambian defense to get it clear. Kota. Corner Comoros. So it is confirmed in Kenya, leading by the 1 goal, and it's Odiambo who scored for them in the 54th minute of that encounter. Now shots. Appeals for a penalty here, wholehearted appeals for a penalty, and Kenya sets isn't interested.
It's one of those that you can't give. The hand is just not deliberately stopping the ball from going or reaching the target. It's natural position, as they say.
And Medina was hoping that it would be their moment to find the opening goal. In this case, one has to wonder, the news of Kenya winning, of course, could be pleasing and maybe encouraging for the players out there. Wondering if the Seychelles are keeping tabs on what's going on at the Isaac Wolfson Stadium and whether they're passing on the message to the players or... So they just want to see them go through it and playing without having to worry about the other stadium and what's happening there, knowing that they need to win themselves, yeah?
That's the most confusing part, is where you find most coaches would give you, in fact, contrasting answers. Yes, I must be interested in order to know how to change my strategy. Others would say, I don't want to be interested, I'll focus in my team. And then you think, what is the right way though? Because it can also come back to bite you. You remember the South Africa national team out in the World Cup?
Yep.
In 2002, where we had that problem. Check the scores elsewhere.
Now, there's a chance here for Comorre's ball into the near post, and, well, again, desperate times defensively for the Zambians. And Kenya, as things stand, top of the group, ahead of Zimbabwe. Posted on 6 points. Have conceded one more of the Kenyans.
So goal difference puts them on top because they equal with almost everything except the goal difference.
Comorre's now. Karim battling in the air. Georgia is the man penalized then for the foul here. Still got a hustle about their game to Comorre's. Georgia again looking to force the error. Closing down right from the front. Chabala was the man who felt the pressure on that occasion. In the front. Well, foul throw. Haven't seen too many of those in this year's tournament. For the Comorres, of course, it's been a very impressive showing here in the Cosafa Cup. Here they are, Georgia with a nice take. Georgia! Comorres continue to impress. Georgia with a brilliant piece of play. They deserve the lead they have here to Comorres. They played the better football, they've had the better chances, and for Zambia, poor Zambia is continues to be one of those days at the 2024 Hollywood-based Cosafa Cup.
Georgia got himself into the right position, knew where the ball was, just chest-trapped it, flicked it, and put it past the keeper. But that's composure for you. Didn't force anything, but bad defending, we should say this way. And that's when you realize that building it from the back patiently, knew And he was 100% on side, Georgia. Simple as that. This is just showing that there is big calamity in this defense of Zambia.
It's brilliantly done by Georgia. Firstly, taking it on the chest, on the move, then lobbing it over the keeper who had a slight touch, which could have put him off, and then still beating the two defenders to it. And superbly done by Georgia. Well, we've seen 2 or 3 goals where, well, magical work was done in scoring them. I do believe this counts as one of those. First touch out of this world, and then over the keeper, and then between the 2 defenders. Shuttled it into the box. Now, things get interesting in the group, Marks. 3 teams on 6 points as things stand.
So goals will be the biggest answer to all this. You've got to go for goals. Fight until the last.
Now, out on the Zambian front, here they are with a chance, their best chance of the game. Couldn't get his foot over it then with the volley, and that pretty much sums up their tournament so far. Frederick Columbia is amongst the numbers in the box, falls for him. Defender also applying a bit of pressure, may have put him off. Well, Comoros are in line for a first ever victory against the Zambians if they can keep it this way. Amanda is coming on here. Kangwanda may have scored against the Comoros in the last meet between these 2 sides last year. Salampiri is another man that will be coming on here. Whoa, will make way. Georgia. Well, with those changes made, you can tell the Zambians are looking to get onto the front foot as well. A full swing and a miss as the Comoros are trying to get that ball into the box. So, Zambia win the corner, looking for to equalize this game, and looking to make a change right away is Kangwanda, who's won them this corner. 7 in the box, near post, flick on. Ooh, had it covered. Did Anzimati, but better from Zambia from a dead ball standpoint. Again, it's that man Kangwanda, who's just come on here. Did score last year against the Comoros, of course, in Durban, did Kangwanda in the 2-1 win. He, as well as Malambia. Both of them involved in this match as well, Malambia and Kangwanda. Also scored in the 4-2 win against the Seychelles last year, did Kangwanda, as did Malambia, as well as Ganguluma and Mashata. just out of play out to the far side as the men from the Comoros are looking to put it together. Last touch coming from Naimuddin, looking to keep Kasim moving on that right side.
Zambia, with these few minutes remaining, sees where one would just say they need to just score a goal that shows that they were at this tournament. Otherwise, they will do a 2006 Bafana on us.
That, my colleague, means the Africa Cup of Nations out in Egypt, where South Africa went out and didn't score a goal, finishing bottom of a group that had Zambia in it, if memory serves me right, as well as Tunisia.
It's one of the worst outings that I will never forget. Didn't score a goal, didn't get a point from anywhere, not even a draw, Sizwe, because sometimes you cannot score a goal but end up in a goalless draw.
Out in Alexandria, Egypt, the Bafana group was in that tournament. Can you believe it's almost 20 years ago? It's 18 years ago now. Now, Georgia looking for the top corner. I don't think he quite meant for the top corner of the stadium itself. Up at the top.
Glad that it can't go out of the stadium unless if it's
we'll take something special.
Unless if it's really bad.
We need a strong man. Now, just over 20 minutes remaining on the board here for Zambia, a tournament that really has seen all things fall apart. Sees them struggling here against the Comoros. As things stand, they are looking at a first ever loss against the Comoros. Lunging challenge on that occasion from Naimuddin. They're not afraid to get stuck in, Naimuddin, Aslani, as well as Mudoifa.
That was silly of Aslani. Halfway line, man facing his own goals, and he's just lunging. He wasn't even going to achieve anything, even if he had won the ball.
Nice turn here. On the move, they've taken the set piece quickly, but none of the right spots. Sweet turn on the move from Mukeya. Shimon Mukeya. That's for Kansanshi Dynamos. His first appearance of this tournament here in this match. Kangwanda, well, his handling and judgment dealing with the aerial balls has been superb, including his distribution, finding Georgia out to the far side, held up as the Zambians now get numbers behind the ball. There you go, Mafa. As it stands, Comoros, Zimbabwe, Kenya, all on 6 points. Zambia on 0. As the big difference, and as it stands, is Comoros that top the standings and have their way through to a direct route out of the knockout stages for the second time in their history.
So they have to stay focused because this is just the only beautiful way to finish the group. But tense indeed, because even the last second, either of the two beneath them can score.
Now, there's an incident right in front of the referee. And, well, one has to wonder what action will be taken here. Haslane is, well, milked it for all it's worth here. And may still pick up a yellow card himself. At the end of it all, Tembo will get the yellow. Let's have a look. Oh, unnecessary from Tembo. Again, the issue from the Zambians have been about the discipline so far in their games. Things of that nature have cost them dearly, where they've had 2 players sent off in each of the last 2 games. And this just in, by the way. they will be hoping, Comoros, that Kenya don't concede to Zimbabwe and go on to score and extend the leads. Kenya just scored again, so things remain as they are. Well, so we might get two teams coming out of this group, one that finishes top and the other as the best second-placed team.
And Comoros can hope for that, but there's still, 20 minutes to go, so they can still go for it and be the top of the group and don't worry about the calculators.
Good movements. Might even be the story of the ages here. And Hastani also picking up the yellow card, as I suspected a little bit earlier. But, well, here they are, Comoros, shaking things up in this group. No, by no means a easy group. It's got Zambia, it's got Zimbabwe, it's got Kenya. All of those teams are tough. And Comoros, as things stand, with 18 minutes remaining in the group, top of the group, Max Maponyane. But their story this year doesn't quite end just there. You remember, there's also the World Cup qualifiers that are currently on. Comoros push forward here in the ball into the final thirds, looking for the two-goal cushion. In the end, they give away the foul. But Comoros are in a group with Ghana, Madagascar, Mali, Central African Republic, and Chad in the World Cup qualifiers. Comoros have won 3, lost 1 in that group. They are top of that group as well in World Cup qualifiers. This could be the year for the island nation to really enjoy it from an international standpoint.
This brings to mind the first interview of the first matches of this tournament. If you can recall, it was Comoros in action, and coach Ahmad Jambai then said to me, "Don't overlook us. We are bringing something to this tournament." And was he right, or he was right?
Oh, he was right. He certainly have brought something. Surprise package of the group, one could argue, but then again, someone could say that about the Kenyans as well. But pretty sure the good money is on Comoros being the surprise package of the group. Decision against the Zambians once again here. Handball is the reason. Jimmy McGeer, the guilty man. Francis Banda and company now will be in a hurry if they are to turn things around here. And, well, let's do some sort of pride in their showing this year. I'm not on their side. Banda is here looking to take the set piece. Pull up to the far side, and well, good job to keep it alive. Now Zambia looking to pull one back here. They're closing down again from the men in green. Aslane. Joja pushing forward, and Omala, the man that scored the second for the Kenyans, of course. And Zambia struggled to clear their lines here. Comoros pushing forward, looking to put this game to bed. Under 15 minutes remaining. Good work out on that far side. Chilongoshi looking to push on. In the end, showing too much to the hard-working Naimodine, who's won it back here and was fouled in the process. set piece here with the change being made. And, well, Comorre's making the change, and Ilali coming on, and they get the opportunity then on the edge of that box. Just couldn't keep it in target. Kasim.
All players will want anything that will give them a penalty. As Haslan, in fact, that was Kasim there. He wanted a penalty. I mean, that was like a real paintbrush. It wasn't a push that put him off. He actually had a back technical way of doing things.
Now, cards will be shown here. Georgia looking to have a slight word as the yellow cards is shown to Afani. In fact, there's a bit of confusion here. Did he show 2 yellow cards to Afani? Or one? They're saying just one.
This is where the confusion started.
Yeah.
You can notice that the referee is stopping everybody because he is listening. When that foul happened, when the goalkeeper was impeded, he was looking away. So he didn't see the action. He turned back because he was told that that is an sort of a foul that deserves a yellow. But he just turns and gives it to the one he faces.
Well, he's right, he's giving the yellow card to Afani. The issue is he assumed it was a second yellow. See, it is Afani that commits the foul, but it was only his first yellow card. So no red card should be shown then, which is why he's taking back the mistake, and Afani is still on the field.
And that is why he scored it wrong, because he was not even watching. He was told about that incident.
Now, Zambia running out of time here. 10 minutes remaining.
Very important, since we're not only players but also referees, that for 90 minutes you keep your eyes on the action throughout. Because once you turn away, anything can happen. Even as a player, when you turn your back, then there could be a ball played, and then before you know, there's someone sneaking in front of you in the back of the net. So you've got to always keep your eyes on the prize.
Well, that's well said. Ken had a conversation with Victor Kamwani most recently, where he speaks of courses some referees go to where they are taught to almost keep an eye on 2 situations at the same time, but not necessarily turning your head, but using your eyeballs to move from left to right. Where if something happens late, you can catch it. If something happens to the left, you can catch it as well, without having to necessarily turn your neck to the left and missing out what's happening to the right. So, get your point.
It's called peripheral viewing of everything that you do. It's just like driving.
Yep.
You've got to know what's happening on both lanes if you're in the middle lane. That is the lanes beside.
Changes now being made. And Zambia will have Siagombo coming on here. And making way is Chilingoshi. Early ball. Well, keeper called, and this time the defense didn't heed his call. That's it. That's more like it from the man between the sticks here for Comorre, Sanzimati. Great at judging all the balls flighted into that box, when to come out, when to deal with it. He's been top-notch at it here today. Certainly played his part in the fortunes in this tournament as Anzamati only conceded on one occasion. The man who plays for Quevilly Rouen Metropole out in France came into this match having played 180 minutes. He'll add another 90 minutes to the 180. Josh is joining us here late in the match. Well, it's pretty much a similar story for Zambia over the last 3 matches. They find themselves trailing going into the dying minutes of a match. Only this time by just 1. Still haven't scored. Conceded 2 of the last 2 matches. Mudefar will be making way, and it's a that will come on in his place. There you have it. Encouraging words, well played, my friends, he says, as he comes on. Sanada Bennett plays his club football out in the Comoros for Fomboni Football Club. Zambia driving forward now. Can they come up with their best moment of this tournament late in their tournament? Nice turn. Will be kept alive, the ball on the far side. Space on the far side, better. This from the Zambians as they look to work it in towards that byline. Will they settle for the corner? Leon says yes. They're going to take it in a hurry, but for a man being down injured. Zambian is the man struggling on the far side.
He wants to go straight into action, and the referee's next to him says, no, the other way, you go out first.
There we go. Done it again and again. On many occasions, he's really ruled the airspace above the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. Well, we could have quite a story today, by the way, Maximum Punyani. Zambians could be on their way out, well, are on their way out. I mean to say that's a definite, but later on in the day we could find ourselves in a situation where the South Africans could find themselves on the wrong side of results later on in the way of Group A action. Now, shot blocked.
Interesting you say that. I just noticed that Comoros have scored 4 goals and Kenya have scored 4 goals. The only difference is Comoros will be on top because they have conceded less. Very interesting.
Zambia making another change here. Sangumota is coming on. Osimukwanda. I beg your pardon. Gets up well here. Does Matthews Banda. And the decision goes against him to the frustration of he and his teammates. Muganda, the man who just came on here, plays for Zesco United, coming on for his third appearance in the tournament. He's already amassed 141 minutes. Aslani getting it horribly wrong.
That really was wasted. Namadine didn't have an idea of what he wanted to do with this free kick. Because there were two people in front of him, he just thought, let me play it besides them. Hit the target.
So there you have it. Comorre still, as it stands here, with under 3 minutes remaining. Top of the group. Kenya second, and may qualify as the best second place team here. Zimbabwe, well, we thought quite a return for them, but they may still not make it through now. The header from the Zambians after a most impressive play. Well high on the mark here. Sums up the tournament thus far from a goal scoring point of view, Zambia. Well, there still continues to be a group full of surprises for Zimbabwe. Not to have secured a place in the knockout stages will come as a huge shock to the many that have been keeping tabs on this tournament, and huge disappointment to the Zimbabwean fans, of course, that have come out and given us some memorable time so far in this tournament. Started the day top of the group. Zimbabwe first side to win 2 matches. Then finally going tough against a tough Kenyan side. In trouble. This group full of surprises. This year's tournament could still give us more surprises. A little bit later on in the day, we'll find out when South Africa gets a Group A underway here at this venue. Zambia desperate now. Early with the ball forwards. Once again, he's read the situation well. As Anzimati. And down here. Unlucky that Jimmy Mukea actually made contact with him. Had his eye on the ball, then didn't mean to trip him up. In no hurry, exactly where Comoros wanted. In the opposition final third, approaching the last 30 seconds of the 90 minutes. Will be added on, the last 4 minutes for Zambia at the 2024 Hollywood Best Cosafa Cup. 4 Comoros on this group will be making a bit of history by being the first to beat the Zambians, by also being the second to go beyond the group stages. 4 minutes. We've already had close to a minute of the last 4 gone by. Well, stay with us at the end of the match and get the thoughts of not only the Zambian coach and Chris Mbewe, but also Amada Tembe, the coach of Comoros, just to find out how they feel about their fortunes here, whether they expected the men from the Comoros to get out of the group and move on top of the group. Now the Zambians feel about what's been a disappointing display, I think it's safe to say. Now, ball in. still committed into every challenge, and in the end, the decision goes with the Comoros here. Felt the effects of that coming together, did Matthews Banda. The Ghana man in his second start of the tournament, second showing in this tournament. Didn't play in the first match, has played in the last two now. There's the man in your picture. Zambia could still throw a spanner in the works here. Now they won't be in a rush now. They'll take as long as they need here to get this ball rolling. Well, Comoros, Sedads won't need a stretcher. Definitely was fouled on that occasion, and Tembo should watch himself. He's already earned a yellow card then. Pulling on the shorts of the opponent. Last minutes of 4 added on. Last minutes of Zambia's involvement in this year's Cosafa Cup. Challenge here just to slow up the Zambians and continue to eat away at the clock. It's a yellow card for that. Challenge that certainly warranted the yellow. Now Zambia throwing men forward here. Well, it's come out and this time it hasn't collected. The attempt at an overhead hasn't quite worked out, and eventually Comoros get it clear. And they've got the decision here, so that may be the very last attack of this tournament for the Zambians. Problems for Anzimati. He was in trouble here. Came out and nowhere near it in the end. Well, they were desperately trying to pull the shot with the Zambians, desperate for Comoros to get it clear. In the end, Hastadi was the man to do so, and well, in the end, it's Comoros that finished top of the group here, and that move on through to the group stages for the second time in their history. This is their first ever win over the Zambians, and what a showing from this generation of Comoros players. They have been tough to break down defensively. They also have been fairly adventurous on the front foot and could have scored more than the one here this afternoon. For Zambia, they came into the tournament hoping to extend the record of wins to 8 and also be the first to win 3 in a row. They now exit at the end of the group stages, not having won a match, not having picked up a point, nor scored a goal here. It's been a tough showing for the Zambians, one they'd like to forget in a hurry. Whilst for Comoros, well, they can only dream of what lies ahead. Never gotten further than the quarterfinals. They'll be asking themselves, how far can we go this time? The men led by Ahamada Jambe. At the end of it all then, it's Comoros that get the better of Zambia. They march on through to the knockout stage. Zambia out, Comoros win it 1-0. As it stands, Comoros on 6 points. Zimbabwe started the day top of the group. They lost out to Kenya, who now take up second spot. It's Comoros and Kenya that may very well qualify to Comoros with the direct route. Kenya may qualify as the best second place team. Zambia on no points, no goals, and find themselves down at the bottom of the group here. What a display from the Comoros and the invitees from the east of Africa, that being Kenya. Now, for the Zimbabweans, keep in mind, they of course made their return to the Hollywood plays Cosafa Cup this year after an international ban. They certainly did set things alight, winning their first 2 matches, losing out on the last day, and in so doing, losing out on a spot in the knockout stages. Marks.
Yes, so we have our man of the match, Yusuf, but to give him his award is Remo Hanyane, and that is the head of the refereeing. Sir, do the honors for us.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you very much, Remo Hanyane. Yusuf, looking at the game, and well, at least you picked up 3 points. That goes with it. And just looking at the game itself, you worked hard today. What was going through your mind? What was imperative for you to do?
Donc, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé aujourd'hui dans votre tête? Qu'est-ce qui était impératif de dire? Vous avez parlé de quoi avant la rencontre?
Non, tout juste remercier mon club et tout ça. Parce que nous, aujourd'hui, c'est le dernier match à nous. On a parlé de tout ça. Quand on gagne le match pour aujourd'hui, pour qu'on qualifie. Parce que tout le monde, on sait qu'on est venu pour partir. Mais aujourd'hui, là, on est venu pour gagner, pour qu'on va dans la finale. Après, c'est ça, qu'on motive mon joueur, tout ça, qu'on gagne aujourd'hui. Parce qu'aujourd'hui, c'est la finale. Quand on perd, on partit. On gagne, on reste. Après, c'est ça.
Okay. So just before the match, we said that if we lost today, we are going home, and it was important for us to win for 3 points. We discussed a lot before the match. We say, okay, guys, we are here to play the final, not only to win the group stage, but to play the final. And so when we went on the pitch, it was only to win the 3 points. That's what our mind today.
Thank you very much. You've covered everything that I was going to ask you. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And the Zambian coach is here with us. Coach, never to be, 3 games, no results.
Well, I think a disappointing performance from us. I think we never performed like we are champions. I think we have gone into this tournament without a win, without a goal. This is a source of worry. I think we never, like I mentioned, we never played like we wanted to defend this trophy. Otherwise, it's a source of worry for us.
Source of worry, but can you put your finger to it? What could be the reason?
I think we did not. For us to win the tournament, I think there are certain mistakes that we made. I think in the first game we had the red card. We did not create so many chances. We allowed easy goals. I think same situation in the second game again today. I think we commanded the game in the early minutes of in the first half.